Good morning. All right, gotta turn that down enough so I do not get in trouble with Facebook. Okay, I don't want to do that. Where'd my little comment sign go? All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I did not do my 5-minute warning. So sorry. Good morning, Margie. I decided to use my hip hop mug because today is our Friday and we are on spring break. How's that lighting? Is that better or is that darker? All right. So thank you so much for joining me for my wake up to makeup. Good morning, Bree. I am Carmen. I'm an Orange Status presenter with Unique. I am not a makeup artist. I'm just a girl who loves makeup and sharing the tips and tricks that I have learned along the way. And I may sneeze a lot. My allergies are off the hook. All right, we're going to start off with the Rose Water Toning Spritz. I absolutely love it. I actually need to order more because this is getting down to nothing. It is refreshing. If you ever need just like a refresher throughout the day, you pull this out, just spray your face, or if you're at home, it's just a nice, refreshing, I love it. Just going to let that dry for just a moment. But okay, so next, Instant Lifting Serum. So I am almost out. So I place it upside down so everything goes down into the bottom. And I am going to work out as much as I can. Trust me, you can get so much more from it because I'm already going on like a week with it being upside down, I think. So we're just going to press right in to the spots that give us the most trouble. All right. And get that out of there. All right, now we're gonna go down here. I definitely know that this here is less prominent. My little 11 or 1, whatever you want to call it, right there on the side. And then because I'm a side sleeper, I get these over here. Hello, Emily. You'll be happy to know that I'm going to do what you sent me today. I am. I'm going to have to pull the message up, though. Yes. Well, it is, what would you call it? Because you're the one who sent me the idea. Is it a baby Smokey? Is it a beginner Smokey? A simple Smokey? All right. We're going to let that sit just a moment while it activates, and you can start feeling like the pulling of it. And I'm warm. I am praying this is my allergies that are driving me nuts right now. Because, good morning, Cope. Because if we leave to go see my girl and I am sick, I'm going to be mad. Mad, I tell you. Okay, so next, I feel like that's dried. So we're going to move on to our Touch Glorious Primer. All right. All right, so only takes like a little drop. I'm trying to figure out where the new camera is on this side, and it must be on the right side. All right. I love the feel of the primer, and it's going to really help fill in those fine lines and wrinkles and going to keep your makeup on all day. Oh my gosh, I am so glad it's Friday. I do not think I've ever needed a Friday or spring break, as I do today. It is like our students at school have got like spring fever. They're ready to be like out of here. And I'm like, I feel ya. Like, I really do. All right. So we are gonna move on. Oh, Emily. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be fine because the colors you chose are great. All right, so we're gonna do some BB cream. So I'm gonna mix me a little bit of BB cream with the liquid foundation. I feel like that is the perfect combination for me right now. You don't have to do it, but it's what works for me, and I love playing with it. It's like doing a science experiment, but not. So I'm gonna do a little bit of BB cream with just a couple drops of this lighter. And I'm gonna try some today. Okay, so this shade is a little bit darker. Just gonna spread that right there. So I'm gonna try a different brush, and then I'm not sure how I'm gonna like this brush, but I'm just gonna try it a different way. And then I'm going to just do where normally I would do like the most, where I would want the darker at. I'm just gonna make sure my entire face is covered. And I'm gonna actually, don't think I care for the brush this way. But for what I need it for in just a moment, I am gonna want it that way. So we're gonna mix a little bit more. I did not mix much right there. Because then I'm gonna come in with the lighter BB cream and put it where I want the lightest colors, you know, kind of like a highlight. But what I do know is I was trying that brush, but I think what I would use the brush for is after that. So we're gonna do, just gonna spread this all over. This brush is definitely, did I just get that in my hair? I did. Well, that's awesome. Way to go, Carmen. All right, so we're gonna bring it down here. What I had to do the other day is I literally had so much in my hair. That's okay, because we'll take care of that. But still, I'm like, oh my God, you're a hot mess, woman. Literally, that's what I tell myself. And then just be sure to get down in here. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit more that's left on here. And I don't know if you could tell, as I tried to avoid that area. Good morning, Tanya. How are you? I mean, if you don't want to answer me since I'm on a public forum, that's totally okay, but how are you anyways? We don't got to go into details. We were praying for you yesterday. All right, so now I'm just using the light BB cream. So we're going to give something a try. Not sure how it's going to work out if I'll ever do it again, but we're going to go for it anyways. So now I'm going to bring back this brush, and I'm going to dip it in the light and put this where normally, you know, we would put light, which would be right here, down the nose, right in here, and then in here. So doing good. Got to have water and ice chips. That's good. Now you're still there, I'm assuming, in the hospital. So we're kind of going to use this as like our highlighter, and then also to help like with coverage. So even though like I don't feel like I need that much coverage, we're gonna see how this works out. We're gonna give it a go because I'm willing just to try it. Can you guys even tell? Okay, so then we're just gonna work this in now. What I do know is when I tried to mix the BB cream and the concealer yesterday for my under eye technique, I feel it did not make that big of a difference. So I do not think I will do that little mixture. I'll just do what I like normally do. All right. We got the coverage there. Probably another few days. All right. Well, we are praying for you, and you just get better and stronger every day. All right, so we're just going to wipe off this brush. So I did not say what I was going to be doing today. I poured my coffee before it was done brewing because I needed to get up here, obviously, because it was almost time because I'm running late today. And it is strong. You are very welcome. You just keep getting stronger. Praying for you and Diane both. Okay. Just used a little bit of setting powder. I did not use much. So just a little bit. I feel like I've got like hairs coming up there. I did not say what I'm doing today. So yesterday I got a message because I did ask in my video, let me know if there's something you want to see. Let me know. I'll try and do it. So I had my beautiful friend Crystal was like, do a smoky eye with a nude lip. And I'm like, oh, don't you know I'm terrified of doing a smoky eye? Because I am, not gonna lie. I'm scared of the smoky eye. I just rhymed. I feel like that's really super bright, so I'm trying to adjust it a little bit. And I'm not sure that helped, but okay, we'll go with it. So my beautiful friend Emily was like, Carmen, you should do this. And I'm like, okay, with palette 3. So I'm going to pull my iPad out in a minute so I can go over what she did. All right. So this is what we're going to do next. We're going to do the brows. And I'm so excited because I get my brows done today. So right now, because my brows are a little grown out, and someone the other day was like, do the pencil and the palette. And I'm like, okay. So that's what I'm doing, actually. So I'm just going to just do a little few brush strokes up here. Oh, I hope I'm on camera and not like totally off camera. There we go. I like to brush down so I can follow that natural lash line. All right, now we're going to brush them back up. Yeah, what I have found is when they're nice and manicured, it's so much easier, but this one kind of looks decent today. Like that's... Now my trouble one is this darn one over here on the left. Like I feel I could totally get away with this eye today and call it good. You want to just do brush strokes. If you're using the pencil, just do brush strokes. You want it just to look like your normal brow. And then if you need to clean up here after, then clean up after. It's all good. All right. Like I totally could get away with that. And that's easy. I may just do that today because that's what I'm feeling. All right. So we're just going to... Again, just do natural brow strokes with the hair. Then I like to brush them down so I can follow that natural lash line. Now this is a spot that's giving Mama some trouble. Right there. But I know after today it'll all be good. But that's the little spot that we're working on growing out, so. All right. Maybe we got it good today. I'm just gonna brush it up and out. Oh, she didn't give me too much trouble today. Maybe she knows I'm feeling cruddy. Well, that was decent. That was decent. All right. I'm always so terrified of like overdoing it. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Erica. Okay. So I am going to get a little bit of that palette and I am going to just kind of fill in and then define, and then we're going to call it good. And let's see, where is that brush? There we go. All right, so Obsession Brow Palette, and I'm not gonna do much. I'm just gonna fill in kind of the spaces that I didn't with the All right, now we're gonna come in with the number 2, and I'm gonna just use it just a little bit and just use it to define the outer corner. Just a little, not much. But if you wear glasses, that's definitely something you want. You definitely want a more defined brow because our eyes hide behind the glasses. So you definitely wanna get that in there pretty good. All right. And then always, I'm gonna look for my favorite spoolie. Good morning, Adrienne. Girl, you're loving your palette? Okay, so next I'm gonna come in with that pink. I don't need much, but I am gonna just dab the bottom of my brush in and just go in lightly right here. Because that's where I know I kind of overdrew when I was trying to do the brush strokes, and that's totally okay. We're just going to use it just to clean up any spots that you have. Oh, I'm so glad. And then we're going to go in with the wax next. And I'm just barely tapping my brush in it because it will give you a shine. And if you want shiny brows, then yeah, go for it. I've said that before. I just want them to be in place. I used to use hairspray, not the smart choice because then you end up with dry, flaky brows. Trust me, had them. Good morning, Shelby. Shelby, I'm going out of my comfort zone again today. Look what y'all are doing to me. Just kidding. It's not a bad thing. My brows don't fade by the end of the day now. That's awesome. So what were you using on them before you got the brow palette? I'm just curious. That spot. Where's my pencil go? There we go. Nope, that's not it. Not it. That little spot, I tell you. Okay. Well, that's really good to hear. I mean, I haven't noticed fading by the end of the day either, and we don't want that. Like, what if someone came up who were like, I swear this morning you had brows, and now it's like almost dinner and you don't. Just kidding, I don't see that happening, but it honestly could. Okay, take a nice deep breath. I have to look at the message because she messaged me. So if you missed this morning, first of all, if you're tuning in, thank you so much for watching. I totally appreciate you. Just realized I did not do my lazy woman's contour yet. My busy woman's contour. I need to do that. I need to plug the iPad in. Oh my gosh, Bryson's gonna have a fit. His phone stopped charging. Been on it all night and it stopped. All right. I was asked yesterday, I had mentioned yesterday on my live, hey, if there's ever something you want to see, send me a message, put it in comments. Loved your lip yesterday. Oh my gosh, I was terrified of that lip yesterday, Adrienne. I literally had a nervous cough and sweaty palms. Yeah, I was so nervous. Okay, while that loads, we're gonna go on. But it was really pretty. But then I got mad at myself because I usually always have a lip bonbon with me, and I set it down to take with me because maybe by midday, maybe I think by the time like I had lunch, like it was after 1, I was like, okay, I need to do a little something because it had faded right here on the inside because I had like a breakfast burrito yesterday and then a sandwich, and of course that just pulled it all off. And I had taken them out of my purse to do yesterday's live and did not take one with me, so I was not pleased. All right, Busy Woman's Contour, super quick. And then we will move on. So yesterday I had mentioned, you know, hey, if there's ever anything you want to see, be sure, you know, message me, put it in the comments, you know, and I'll see what I can do. And so I got a message yesterday saying, do a smoky eye. And I'm like, I'm scared of a smoky eye. And a nude lip. So I think we talked about this on the video I put, or not the video, the picture that I post every day inside my makeup bag, where I list all the products I use for the day. Good morning, Cheryl. And we're just doing the 3 and the E. And then we're going to shade a little bit under here to help shade our little gobbler. So my friend Emily saw it and she messaged me. She knows I get scared. And she's like, hey, you should start with this smoky eye. And I was like, okay. So I'm going for it today. This is just like a baby smoky eye. It's not like a deep smoky eye, at least I think. And we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to just get that up there. And then I'm going to bring back my brush and just make sure I brush out the line of demarcation. I think that is demarcation. I'm going to have to look that one up. Kelly taught me that one. So yeah, okay, now that we did that, now my life is complete. Okay, let's see. It's asking me to re-log in. Are you kidding me right now? That's what happens when you get a new phone. You have to re-log into everything because your phone did not restart. You've got to be kidding. It literally wants me to log back in. Oh my gosh. I'm going to turn my computer on while we're waiting. All right. All right, so let's go, guys. Now the tricky part is remembering the dang password. Looking forward to your results. Have a great Friday. Oh, you have a great one too. I'm so glad you love your palette for your brows, your brow palette. Okay, let's see if this is it. Saying welcome. Hopefully that's... There we go. Okay, good deal. What are you guys drinking this morning? Do you guys do coffee in the morning? All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. What I do know, let's set my coffee elsewhere so I don't spill it. I don't want to spill it on my new catalog. All right, guys. So we're going to use palette 3. Nope, that's not the right one. Why do I feel like something's missing? Oh, because it is. Okay, so we're using palette 3. These are the colors. I don't know which colors we're using yet. Can you see those? Or can we get a good light? Oh, there. There, I think that's the best. Okay. Let's see what we're doing. Let's see what we're doing. Okay. Whew, I'm nervous. Okay, so you can use Cheeky on your lid. So we're using Cheeky on the lid. Okay, so this is gonna go great. I chose a good shirt for today. So Cheeky on the lid. So we're doing with this like purple. So we're gonna do Cheeky on the lid. All right, let's clean off our brush here. All right. So I'm just going to first get a little bit of eye primer. And if you use the eye primer, you don't need to use a whole bunch. You don't want it like caked on there. You just want it lightly on there. It literally takes less than a pea size. And then get it on there. And you do want to try and let it dry. And then you want to use either your pinkies or the best fingers to use your ring finger because it's the lightest finger. It's going to give the lightest touch because you want the lightest touch around your eyes because that eye is very sensitive. All right, we're going to let this dry for just a moment. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. I don't know why this stuff makes me nervous. Like, well, it does. If you're watching this video, feel free to say hi. Even if you're watching the replay, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from, #replay. Also, feel free to hit the share button down below. That helps me, and sharing is caring. I love to give back to those that share. So if you are not in my VIP group where I do give back, be sure to comment VIP and I will get you added. All right, let's get going, guys. Okay, so we're using Cheeky on the lid. So Cheeky is a very beautiful, like kind of purplish, sparkly color. So we're using this on the lid. So that's fine. We did like yesterday. It's sparkly. Now I'm packed it on my brush, but I'm also just kind of pressing it in to my lid. I'm not smearing it, I'm just kind of pressing it in. Okay, so we got that. All right, look how pretty that is. And we're also gonna need a name for this look. It's gonna be something Smokey Eye. Maybe I'll name it after the person who sent it to me, Emily. All right. We're just gonna continue to press it in, and I'm just going like right below that line where your crease is. We're just kind of getting that in there. All right. And then also always, and I know I've mentioned this a lot recently, is just be sure, even if you close your eyes and just use your sense of feel, is make sure you bring your eyeshadow down all the way to your lash line. Like, don't leave skin color in there because that is just going to, you want your eyes to look nice, wide, and open. So you don't want that line of color kind of chopping your eye. Okay. So we did Cheeky on your lid. And then we're doing Tickled as the transition color, crease, and above the crease for a simple. Okay, so bring Cheeky along the lower lash to give the smoky look. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some more Cheeky up above a little bit more and kind of press it right into that crease. And then I'll bring that Tickled, which is a color I used yesterday. So this is just like a simple smoky eye. So this is, this is where we start simple. Baby smoky eye. So I'm just going to press that more into my crease than what I had earlier. All right, we're going to get you because you went a little... All right. Now I'm going to use my blending brush for the next part. And then we'll bring some of that Cheeky down below underneath the eye, which actually I think I'm going to do first. I'm going to use my crease brush for this though. I'm going to put Cheeky right here on just the side, and then I'm going to bring it down. Make sure you get right there into that corner. And then just bring it all the way down here. Okay, so there we go. And then you just want to make sure you get right inside this little, that little piece of skin, right? You got going down there. Just the part of your eye that you just want to make sure you want some on that. All right, Crystal. I hope you're gonna enjoy this baby smoky eye. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about this because I can go back and clean that up. All right, now we're gonna go in with our blending brush. And you know what I just realized? I did not use my Victoria's Cream Shadow. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go in right now with it on the upper part. Oh, girl. I was just gonna say something really bad about myself. Well, not bad, but I'm like, okay, so I definitely want my Victoria's because this is gonna help. Can't believe I forgot to do that. Like that just, I went out of my habit, and I know it's because I was so nervous. Because I am nervous. I don't know why. It is just makeup. You know what I mean? But, oh well. Okay, so we're just going to go over and just do a little bit on this eye. Using the Victoria's is just a great, because it definitely just, you can use it as a highlighter here, as like a transition color, but it just gives you a nice, complete, you know, palette to work with. Okay, so now we're going to come in. Now we're going to come in with our blending brush, and we're going to come in with the Tickled, which is like the pink right there. And this is going to be like in our crease and transition color. So I'm just going to bring it right there above, and then just blend it in. Right into that crease. Do you have palette 3, Shelby? Or is it 2? Why am I thinking you have 2? Because I thought I remembered you having the browns. So we're just going to work this in here until I feel like it's like what I'm working for. And I'm just really going right into the crease and in right above the crease. You're still on, Emily. I wasn't sure if you were on. Okay. All right. Oh, you only have 1 and 2. Okay. So technically, my dear, you can take this little technique that I'm showing you, and you can, good morning, Kelly. Kelly, you will be proud. On and off. What does on and off mean? You would be proud, Kelly. I'm doing a baby smoky eye, and I'm scared. Okay. Good morning, Lisa. All right, Lisa, today's Friday. It's almost spring break for us. All right, so I'm just going right here in. I'm kind of just, oh, watching the live, you're going on and off. Well, of course, that's what everybody does. My left eye is watering. I'm praying this is my allergies going nuts right now, because I really do not want to get sick. Because if I'm sick over spring break, I am going to be the biggest witch ever. Like, I am not going to be happy. I have got so much I need to get done. Now is not the time to get sick, so I'm willing it. I'm not getting sick. Okay. So this is really pretty. Is that what is that what you were meaning? Like go right in here. Okay. Do they look the same? How does that look? Okay. That's nice. Super pretty. I do know purples are good for the brown eyes. Okay, so what I do need is, I feel like this one I went a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to clean it up. When we go to do our under eye, we're definitely going to, I can clean up around here. So I'm not going to like really stress about that, even though like right now it's kind of driving me nuts. I'm going to let it go. Good morning, Shannon. Now what I do need is I need an inner eye corner that is going to brighten my eye. So is that one of your new shirts? Yes, it is. I'm not thrilled about this. Like, I'm not like, I don't care for bows or fluffy sleeves or this. Like, part of me wants to like knot it off and like sew it, and so they're gone. I already snagged it on my door, totally undid this one. So yeah, imagine trying to tie that, and then when I tied it in the bow, it pulls it all tight. Otherwise, I do love the shirt. It's comfy. It hits at a perfect spot, you know, right below my belly, so it's definitely slimming. I do love it. I just could do without the dingle bobbers. So, okay, I'm cleaning off my brush. Don't think of it as a bow. Think of it as strings. Well, the strings drive Mama insane. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of the Smitten right on the inner corner to help brighten the eye. I forgot that yesterday, and on my way to work, I remembered, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So we're just going to use it right here just to help brighten the eye, because it does really brighten the eye. Just putting a little bit of a lighter shade right in there, because just a second, when I finish, I'll show you. Okay. So there you can see definitely between this one and this one, you know, that definitely I feel, at least I can see it. All right, and then we're gonna move on to mascara. And so Kelly, I tried my foundation, the BB cream foundation, a little bit different. I used the honey like all around here and everywhere, and then I brought in the lighter BB cream and used it like across my brow and down my nose and these spots. I don't know if it made a difference, but we tried it. Okay, so palette 3 was my Smokey Eye today, Crystal Rose. That is for you. I think today's the day I need the wipes and the Epic. Is today your day? But be sure to go to my VIP group, Shelby, if you're in there, and choose an egg. That's all I can say on this public forum right now. Okay, so we're going to do our... So Emily, how did I do? All right, we're going to core the lashes real quick. How'd I do? I haven't seen that. I'm going to go after the live. Yeah, after the live, pop into my VIP group. I believe you're in there. If you're not, you need to let me know. It's called Carmen's Beautiful VIPers, or VIPs. One of those things. But there's some Easter eggs. You may want to choose one. Just saying. Just saying. Hint, hint. All right. So I think I did not do a great job getting my mascara off last night. Okay. There we go. I felt my lashes yesterday were amazing, and it's because I used both the Epic and the 3D on just the tips. I was in love with them yesterday. Yeah, if you're not in there, Shelby, let me know. You definitely want to be, especially if you're wanting to order those 2 items. And then remember on those wipes, you can cut them into thirds and make them last even longer. Okay. Okay. Next, now this is going to sound weird. I did not get my hot water bath. So what I did is I put my mascara and just tucked it in right between my legs right here to help warm it up. So I know that sounds odd, but it really isn't. I just want to warm it up because my house is really cold because we do not use a heater. And I just feel it definitely goes on smoother. So we're going to just wipe the tip off right there. And then we're going to wiggle and pull. Wiggle and pull. Oh gosh, I watched a little tutorial about, gosh, what was it? Hooded eyes yesterday. And they say if you have hooded eyes, do not bring your mascara down to like this line. And I know my beautiful friend was on here the other day when I had to come on at the butt crack of dawn, like at 5 o'clock. And she has hooded eyes. So I need to find that for her because it was really a great image and use for if you do have hooded eyes. All right. Maybe a light cleanser for night. Yeah, I can. I'm doing this unblemished regimen from Romadan and Fields. The girl I got from told me to find a unique presenter to get the shine wipes for nighttime. That is so awesome. My best friend, my friend from the womb, literally we're 2 months apart, like 2 months to the day apart. She's Rodan and Fields, so she's that's awesome that your person recommends someone, and you're lucky that you know someone. Good morning, Kara. All right. So I think today, again, I'm going to come in with the 3D mascara and do my tips again because I really liked yesterday's lashes. They were banging, and I feel with a smoky eye that I need banging lashes again today. So now today you noticed I did not use like a darker liner under my eyes because I used the the lid color. But I can always add more if I feel like I need to, which I may do after the concealer tip technique. Okay, so I'm just using that. We're done with the Epic. I'm going to come in. Oh, we're doing good on time. I need to drink a coffee, though, you guys. Bring cheeky along the lower lash line to give the smoky look. Okay, I think I did that. All right. So I'm coming in with Epic mascara. The 3D mascara. And I'm just focusing on the tips. Okay, so now we're going to bring in the fibers. I usually have them open at the same time. I twist when I come out and I roll it on the back of my hand. And then I'm just focusing right here on the tips. And yes, I'm slow because I just can't do it fast like some people can. I mean, I probably could, and then I'd stab my eyeball because I'm talented like that. Okay, so look at that. Look at that. Can you guys see that? I hope you can see that. It's not just me looking weird into the camera. Yeah, I am loving it. I did it yesterday, and I was like, oh, I almost just said a bad word. I was like, dang, I loved it. I mean, because I love the Epic and it's fantastic, but because I was a bad girl and stopped using my lash serum, I feel like I just want some more Vavoom in my lashes. So I am just going to concentrate on just the tips of them. Now, before I do this side, because this one's giving me trouble, I'm going to bring, I'm going to brush them out before I do the fibers. So again, I'm just going to roll it on the back of my hand. I have used that technique probably since I started using 3D mascara 4 years ago, just because it's what works. And I think it just works best with even with all 3 formulations that we've had. That just is what works for me. So I just roll it. And I did really light on the Epic, and am doing light coats with the 3D and just kind of really focusing on only the tips there. We're going to give that a moment. I'm thinking I'm going to try it. Yeah. So we're going to give that a moment just to dry on, because you do want the fibers to really get on. So while we're doing that, while we're letting that dry, I'm going to put some concealer on my hand. We're going to let that warm up just a tad, and then we will move on to doing our concealer technique under our eyes. I'm going to do it the way I've been doing before. What I did yesterday, I don't feel was as big of a difference for me. So Kelly, like right now, I mean, I'm using Honey BB with a little bit of velour, and my concealer I'm using is Taffeta, but I feel like that's just one step. And I have to say I'm a little scared to drop down another notch, because I think the brightness is going to be better, but I really need to. And I'm just a little scared to do that, but we're going to do that. All right, there we go. I was looking for this brush. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my foundation brush. I'm going to pack my concealer on it. And then I'm using Kelly's technique of just brushing it down. I'm going to put it on and then just brushing it down, because I definitely feel it gives the less harsh line right there. I'm just going to bring that down, not going below the nose. And going more of a triangular shape. I'm staying a little bit away from underneath there, because I'm just going to go in with the brush. I'm just trying to get it more in here. Okay, and then with that leftover on there, we're going to just do a little bit down the nose, right here, right here. Now I did use the lighter, I don't know if you can really tell, right here I used the lighter BB cream, but we're just going to give it a little bit extra, because that's what Miss Kelly taught us. Are you going to be a tribal kitty? Oh my God, I love how you and I like just decide, oh, let's just try it on live, because that is so much fun. But you know, I think it's awesome that we do that. I think we're pretty darn cool, Kelly. Okay, so we got that on. So we're gonna let that kind of soak in. Do it. All right, so I'm gonna come in with the 3D mascara, and I'm gonna seal all this in really, really good. Don't you just think those are like, boom, look at that. See, this is my favorite eye. And you just wanna be sure to seal those fibers on really good. Now, if you did nice thin coats, which I hope you did, then you could actually go in and do another coat of fibers on your lashes. Just saying, you could if you really wanted. And I'm just focusing on the tips. That's why I try to get the Epic on with a really good base. And then I can just focus on the tips here. And then these lashes here are going to have to be brushed out. I can tell. You just want a really good coat. The most important thing when you use the 3D mascara, gel fiber gel. Gel fiber gel. Always, always, always. Because if you don't, you're going to message me and you're going to be like, Carmen, these fibers are all over my face. I'm really not digging this. And I'm going to say, did you do gel fiber gel? And you're going to be like, ooh. So there we go. There's the final lashes. Do you see that? Am I looking at a good enough angle for you? So my comfort zone is no foundation. I'm so scared. You mean your comfort zone is not wearing foundation or wearing foundation? Okay, we're going to come in with our powder concealer brush. Good morning, Joanne. You got to do it scared, Shelby. You know this. Do it scared. How are we doing on time? I think we're okay. So if you're tuning in, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Feel free to hit that share button down there. Sharing is caring. Okay, so we're going to just come in, just kind of brush this in, but we're going to hit it with our beauty blender in just a moment. But I'm just going to kind of buff it in a little bit just because I love the way that this brush works. Oh, not wearing it. Oh, because it's almost lip time, yay. But today's a really simple eye look because, remember, we're just going to buff this in right here below the eye. Because if I remember right, Shelby, I remember you have some trouble with your skin. So I could definitely understand why that would be hard for you and hard to go out of your comfort zone. Totally get that. And that's why yesterday Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, when I was talking to someone about that, it was definitely, you know, starting skincare is huge. You want, just going to get that line right there a little bit. Good morning, Joanne. Okay, so we're just going to get right under the eye, and then I'm using this as just, you know, I can help clean up if I feel like I went kind of above where I wanted. I can definitely just use that as a little cleanup help right there. And also brighten up the eye. Okay. We're working that out, inside out. All right, now we're going to take our little piece of tissue. And we're going to, really we do not need 2 squares. 1 square will do. Okay, Kelly is giving us some advice. Kelly is a cosmetologist of, oh gosh, 20 years, Kelly? We're just going to dab the excess off here. Shelby, make sure you use primer to act as a protecting barrier between your pores and your foundation. There you go. Now, Kelly, answer me this. I remember reading, like if you, like me, I always use a hot rag to wipe my face down. But when you use a hot rag or hot heat, it opens the pores, right? So in the morning before doing your makeup, especially if you have issues with acne, would you be better off using like cold on your face? I know Mommy Dearest did it. I know that sounds weird, but if you watch Mommy Dearest and she used like cold ice, does that close the pores up? 26 years. Okay, there you go. I knew it was 20 something. Okay, so we use the excess. Now we're going to take our Baby Beauty blender. We're going to get her damp here with our rose water. Rose water does the same thing. You wash your face before starting your makeup. So now we're just going to press this into the skin and just work our way out. So see, I definitely feel like my eyes were not as bright as yesterday. So I tried that other technique and it didn't, you know, it didn't work for me. So that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, so there we go. And then we can always come in and get some of these spots that we worked at. Okay, so Kelly, I definitely need to work on, I'm going to come in with a little bit of bronzer and work in. I definitely need to work on like the BB cream technique, how you can mix, and I probably just need to use my blender more to get more of, but we're going to just do the Busy Woman's contour for now, and then I'll work on using my BB cream as the line of I want to call it demarcation, but that sounds really bad. Is it demarcation? I love when you say that. Okay, guys, we're going to move on. But there's the finish eyes. So now we need a name. What are we going to call it? Like the Emily Smokey Eye? That's really pretty, though. Good morning, Melanie. Demarcation. That's right. Okay, we're moving on. But I'm really digging my eyes today. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Okay. So we're going to move on to the A La Mode powder luminizer. I'm going to get my fan brush that my son tried to steal. That is gorgeous. It has some purple. Yep. And then here's the thing. You can take, like you have palette 1 and 2. So let's look at this. Let's look at it really quick. Do we have time? So palette 1. Here we go. So this is what you could do. You could use like Swanky on your lid right there. And then maybe Chipper and Sincere for the other part. If you want to start Baby like me, you could use those, don't you think? And I would start, but if you use Chipper, like start light. And then you can do the same thing with palette 2. I believe I was going to let everyone decide. So I'm either going to go with Stellar or Sublime. Sublime is going to have more of the pink tone. Stellar is just going to be more of the nude. So I was going to let the viewers choose. Viewer's choice. Either Sublime with more of a pink tone or a natural nude with Stellar. So you could do the same thing with this palette, Shelby. You could do Blissful on the lid, and then maybe Honorable as the transition color on top. So whatever we use, like whatever I did today, you can take and use the 2 palettes that you have. You vote Sublime. Whatever you want, you got it, baby. Okay, we're gonna come in and do our luminizer so we can move on to the lips. And that'll help kind of bring in some of the pink, don't you think? I'm a poet, didn't even know it. All right. Kelly, do you use both, like when you do our Busy Woman's contour and you use that as a contour, do you usually do blush, like on the apples of your cheeks? I just thought about that. I was going to ask you. So why not ask you live? Oh, you're already getting off. Bye. All right. I just love the way that this fan brush feels. So I feel like I could just highlight all day long. And be shining like the stars. All right. I'm going to do the nose. I was FaceTiming with Kara last night, and her nose highlight was on point because I could see it through FaceTime. I feel like I have a little tiny zit happening on there. All right. And I love it right above the lip. And I am going to use a little bit of blush because I'm just feeling it today. As I've said, makeup can kind of be moody for me. I'm kind of a moody applier. And I just feel like, but we're definitely going to go light. I'm just going to get like the apples of my cheeks. Just lightly. Okay. And then if you feel like you did too much, you can just take your brush and kind of drop it down a notch. All right, we're moving on to lips. So lips. we are doing, obviously, Pouty lip liner because it's amazing. Now, Kelly voted for, the hard part is these names are so, they're so small. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I know. I got to put on the glasses to see. Okay, this is what I'm wanting today. My glasses need to be clean. Okay, we got to take those off because we don't want to accidentally step on them. Good morning, Mark. Are you guys still here at the beach? All right, so we need to sharpen this bad boy because you don't want to line with a dull. And so remember, hold on to your pencil, twist the sharpener, which is opposite of what we've always done. But that's how we should do it. So there we go. Pouty is my all-time favorite liner. You've probably figured this out by now. All right. And then bring that line down some. Don't just do this sharp line. All right, there we go. Now, one thing I do want to get is I want to, oh, dang it. Okay, I think this is the one I want. I am going to have to write what it is on the side. These tags are so small, but this looks more pink, so we're gonna go for that. Good morning, Miss Laura. But what I want to get is I want to get our lip brush. Maybe I need to put that on my list for today when I order. Okay. All good. I like when they're that easy. That yesterday that color stressed me out, man. I was like freaking out. So one thing I am going to do really quick before we seal all this in is I'm going to bring palette number 3 back if I can find it. And I'm just going to bring, oh, goodness gracious, Carmen, what did you do with it? There you go. Is I'm going to get a little bit more of this cheeky and bring it in right under here. There we go. Cheeky, where are you? Okay. There we go. All right, guys, I think that's it. So this is my beginning baby Smokey Eye. So Crystal, this one I dedicate to you. So there we go. So I'm probably just going to name in this one the Emily Smokey Eye because it was her suggestion. Howdy. All right. So we're going to do our little blessing. We're going to do our Behold setting spray. I feel like a double dose today. Maybe because I need that. I need my little blessing this morning because it's Friday and the students are ready for spring break. I am ready for spring break. The teachers are ready for spring break. We are all ready for spring break. Not gonna lie, like we are all over it. Over it. So, all right, guys. So that's it for today. So thank you so much for watching. be sure to share this video, help a sister out. And then if you are in my VIP group, or even if you're not in my VIP group, be sure to comment shared so I know you shared this video. If you are in my VIP group, I love to get back to my amazing people that help me out and share. So I do try to do some giveaways. I do. I actually need to have 2 of them. I need to do away, but I can't say that on public forum or I'll get in trouble. So don't tell anybody. I need some of that mist spray. Okay, maybe not. Maybe a lot of it. It's a fresh. What you need is this. You need this. Yeah, rose water. And then that primer, from what I hear, Mr. Mark, this primer, and this is a true story. We had a gentleman, a husband of a presenter, take some of this because you can actually like use this in your hands and use it in your hair. We had a presenter's husband take this and put it in his beard to make it all nice and soft. True story, true story. Purple is my favorite. Then you would love my eyes today. Unless you're a dude that doesn't like makeup, then you probably wouldn't, but because, you know, not you to wear it, but like for your female friend to wear it, because I know some people, you know, don't care for it, but I'm digging this. So Emily, thank you. I think I love this, and I am so glad that Crystal asked for a smoky eye and I stepped outside of my comfort zone because I really do love this on my poop brown eyes. So thank you, Emily. I appreciate you greatly. You guys have a fantastic Friday. I will not be on Saturday because I know Saturday is always iffy. That's like impromptu. But I will plan to be back Monday sometime, but I'm not going to be home in the morning. Next week, it's kind of unplanned because I'm on spring break and I'm not getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I love y'all. I really do, but I'm not getting up at 5 to do my makeup at 6. So, just saying. But I do love you, and I do plan to come back next week, and I will give you guys a heads up what time. So have a terrific, terrific Friday. If you're getting ready to go on spring break like us, please be safe. Hi, Andrea, and have a fantastic day. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to share this video. Peace out.